Hello everybody, welcome again to Gearfacts. Today I'm trying an experiment. I want to get the sounds out of this big guy, the Korg Triton LE, into this little guy, the Korg Volca Sample, using this even littler guy, an iPhone. Now I've never done this before, but apparently the way you do it is you download a free app from Korg called Audio Pocket. Let's start him up. And this will allow us to record sounds into the iPhone and then transfer them into the Volca sample. Let's give it a try. Okay, so here we are right in front of the speakers. This is what I want to record. Just an interesting pad sound there, and I see that there's a record button at the bottom here, so I guess the next thing to do is press that and see what happens. Wait a minute. Got to access that microphone first. Record. Stop it about there. Okay, and looks like we have a bit of a trim option here. I'll move a little closer so you can see. And there we go, nice and close to the beginning there. I'll probably leave the end exactly where it is and press OK. And let's have a bit of a preview. It works pretty well. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit of space at the beginning of that waveform because we can still do trimming on the actual Volca sample itself. So there it is. I've figured out in about 1 minute exactly how to get sounds from the Korg Triton ready to be transferred to the Korg Volca sample. Okay, so I have now recorded about 50 or 60 waveforms to my iPhone here from the Korg Triton. Let's try to get them into the Volca. Okay, the first thing I've been trying to do is to update the firmware to the latest version. And this is quite common apparently to get an error followed by a few letters. It could be error type or error CRC. And I'm just looking at some information on the internet that says you have to reboot the Volca sample in firmware update mode. And you do that by holding function and play as you press the power button. So there's function, there's play, power's off. Let's give this a try. Sure enough, what looks like an abbreviation for update is on the screen. I'll release those buttons. Yep, it seems well and truly ready to take an update, so let's give it a go. Update system version 1.22. Okay, we've got a bit of a timer going here on the iPhone. No complaints from the system. Just in the last few seconds of this transfer, I'll mention that a lot of people are saying on the net that when you transfer your samples, it works a lot better if your phone or iPod's volume is set to maximum. So I've done that, and we're just going to skip back to the main screen by clicking the little Volca icon at the top there. Go back to my recordings. And let's see if we can transfer some of this stuff. You can select your destination there, transfer the first sample to 0. Let's give it a try. Okay, so that's going to take about 38 seconds to transfer. We've got the word end here. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Only time will tell. What have we got? Another 27 seconds to wait. I can't stand it. The suspense is killing me. This is my first sample to get transferred to the Volca. Come on! Transfer finished. Still got the word end there. What does that even mean? No emergency lights are illuminated. Let's unplug the socket. It's not looking good, guys. Is that end as in the end of my relationship with the Korg Volca? Is it dumping me? Can't seem to do anything, folks. We'll have to switch off. So if I remember correctly, it's utility, clear all sample slots. Oh, completely blank screen. Oh, and a very ominous, nameless line that's expanding. What's happened? He wasn't ready to go. Rebooting again. Now we're going to clear all sample slots. Seems happy this time. How long have we got to wait for this to happen? Just 1 or 2 seconds. End. Function. So we're back in play mode. We should have a completely blank system now. Yep, we've got no samples playing at all. So we have a completely free memory now. Hopefully this time we can put all my samples in. Back to the Volca icon. Back to my recordings. And we'll put number 1 in again, into slot number 1. Sorry, into slot 0, the first place. And transfer. Data. Happy Volca. Okay, so that second sample that you see there is a drum beat. It goes for about 10 seconds, I suppose. It took 1.5 minutes to transfer across to this one. And I've just found out that the Volca sample has about 65 seconds of total memory available. So that doesn't leave a whole lot of space for big rhythms like that one. Try to stick to short, stabby kinds of samples. Okay, this is worth mentioning. Occasionally one of your samples will be halfway through and it freaks out. It's got an error. What you do then is press the function key. You might even hear some funny noises like that one. Press the function key. Let's try the transfer again. This time. Oh, yeah. That feels good, he's saying. Yeah, so you just press that function button and restart the transfer, and that'll clear up the error. Having said that, though, I'm on my 20-second sample here. Still uploading with no problems at all. I love that. I just want that to be my bedside lamp. Sample number 23, and memory is full. Fair enough, Volca, you've done well. Let's reset it and see how it all sounds. Okay, so it's all on there and we are live. Let's hear what it sounds like. So obviously that needs a bit of arranging and everything, but Korg Triton sounds on a Korg Volca sample. In summing up, guys, the pitfalls to watch out for. First thing, get your app from Korg that will enable you to do these transfers. Upgrade the firmware by holding down function and active step or the play button there together, and then switching on up here on the top left. Once you've got your firmware upgraded, get a stereo cable as supplied with the Volca, or you can just use your own. Plug it in right about there, sync in to your audio socket on the back of your iPhone or iPod. Also turn the volume right up on your iPod. Make sure the connection is nice and secure, especially if you've got a cover on your phone like I have here. Reset your device just to make sure everything's clean,